Hi guys, welcome to this video where I'm going to be teaching you another concept of algebra, and this is cross multiplication, and it's a very simple concept. The question is, when do we cross multiply? I'm going to give you a few examples, and by the end you should be able to know when to cross multiply, right? Okay, so let's look at these examples. The first thing you realize about this example is they're kind of like fractions. They're fractions actually, and they're equal signs. Yeah, we want to get the value of x, and these are fractions. This is 4 out of 3, and this is x out of 6, right? So that's when you cross multiply. Look at this. This is also a fraction. 2 out of 10 equal to, there has to be an equal sign, remember? So there are two sides of the equation, and then at least one of them is a fraction. If the other one is not a fraction, we can always make it a fraction by dividing it by 1. So work out number 1 and see how it goes. So you just draw a cross, really. This is a cross, right? Something like that. So that means we're going to multiply 4 with 6, right? And then we're going to multiply 3 with this x, right? So 3 times x will be getting a 3x, being equal to 4 times 6 we'll be getting a 24. And then we're forming a one-step equation. What do we do next? We want to get the value of x, right? So to undo the 3, we divide both sides of the equation by 3. We get x being equal to 8. So as simple as that. We've cross multiplied. So the steps are cross multiply, distribute, and get the value of x. Please write these down. After cross multiplying, you have to distribute if necessary. The only reason we didn't distribute here is because we were dealing with simple fractions, but we're going to look at examples where we need to distribute. Let's look at example 2, right? This is a fraction. So we're going to multiply these 2, with this. So it's going to be 2 into bracket n plus 5 being equal to, and then we're going to multiply 10 with 4. So 10 times 4 is going to give us a 40. See? So because 2 is going to multiply with n and 5, that's why I'm forming like this parenthesis. So the next step is, remember, cross multiply, distribute. So the next step is distributing. We're going to multiply 2 with n. We're going to multiply 2 with positive 5. So 2 times n, we're going to get 2n plus 2 times 5, we're going to get 10 being equal to 40. Right? So we want to undo the 10, so it's plus 10. To undo it, we are going to subtract 10, both sides of the equation. We'll be left with 2n being equal to 40 minus 10, giving us a 30. So how do we get the value of n? So here, just divide both sides of the equation by 2. 2 cancels. We get n being equal to 15. So what did we do? We cross multiplied, we distributed, and then we worked out the value of the unknown. Please feel free to pause this video whenever you want to and try out these problems. Mathematics is do it yourself. You need to watch and then try it by yourself. Let me give you a few more examples where we're going to be using the cross multiplication concept. All right, this is another set of examples. So when you look at them, we have like equal signs, tick. We have fractions, both sides of the equal signs, tick. So yeah, we can cross multiply. The biggest thing is people forget to distribute. Every time you cross multiply and you're dealing with maybe w minus 2, you need to distribute. I'll show you what I mean. So we're having, let me rewrite this here, w minus 2. So we've cross multiplied. So the second step is distribute. So we don't have to distribute this side. This simply comes down as w being equal to, here we get 6w. 6 times negative 2, we get negative 12. So how do we get the value of w? So we could subtract 6w both sides of the equation, minus 6w minus 6w, right? What do we get? 3w minus 6w, we get a negative 3w being equal to negative 12. So question, what is the coefficient of w here? It's negative 3. Not only 3, but negative 3. So meaning we divide both sides of the equation by the whole negative 3. This cancels with that. We'll be left with w being equal to, dividing a negative with a negative gives you a positive. So positive 4. So the value of w in this is 4. So w is equal to 4. See? Very simple. Cross multiply, distribute, and then get the value of the unknown. And then finally, one last example. We're looking at these two fractions separated by equal signs. So still we are going to do the same thing. we're going to cross multiply. That is going to multiply with that. So 8, 6 into k minus 6. See how I'm doing my parentheses? You need the parentheses. So we distribute. 8 times k will give us 8k minus 8 is equal to 6k minus 36. Right? So now let's collect like terms. Let me take 6 this side of the equation because it's a plus 6. Subtract 6 both sides of the equation. Minus 6k minus 6k. And then in the same step, because we are more advanced now, we can do it in the same step. So minus 8, I need to take it the other side of the equation. So it's minus 8 here. So I'll say plus 8, then plus 8. 6k minus 6k, that cancels as well. Negative 36 plus 8 would give us 28, but it's going to be a negative. So negative 36 plus 8 will give us a negative 28. So to get the value of k, we'll divide both sides of the equation by 2, and then get the value of k as negative 14. Please note, really, at this point, this step, let me call this step 2, right? If you want to go step by step, like deal with k first, it's still fine. Just take your time and move k's one side. Take your time, move constant one side. It's really up to you. I chose to do it all in one step because if you've been following me from like video 1, by now you should know what to do. But if you haven't watched my first video where I was introducing 2-step equations, 1-step equations, please go back and watch those videos because they're going to form the backbone of your algebra. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.